Hey guys, it's ArchieLuxury. ArchieLuxury from the ArchieLuxury channel, the Paul Pluta channel, and ArchieLuxury corporate. Guys, keep watching. Keep watching. I need the viewers. I need the viewers. I need the subs. I need it. Like, subscribe, and tell your friends. Tell your friends, whether you like them or hate them. Just tell them anyhow. ArchieLuxury on YouTube. Hey guys, it's your pontiff, Archibald Chesterfield III, doing paid reviews. This is a paid review for Marcus 20 SE81. And before we do this paid review, I want to do a quick wristwatch check. I'm wearing a JLC Jaeger-LeCoultre Reverso Grand Date. I love this watch. Absolutely love it. Let's jump in. This is for Marcus. Hey Archie, I just transferred $75 to your PayPal and hope for a nice video follow-up. I'm into watches now for 2 years and came across your channel a few months ago, and I love your expertise as well as your craziness. Keep on doing this forever, please. I need some ArchieLuxury advice for my next possible purchase. That you know how I am and what I do, here are the details. My name is Marcus. Sorry for my English, I come from Germany. Yes, not too far from the land of watches. I am 34 years old, happily married. That's an oxymoron in itself, and have one little daughter. I'm a dentist at a university hospital in a position of senior physician. Financially, I'm well off, drive a Porsche Cayenne. However, did not buy it new, but a luxury watch is still a big investment for me, so I have to think over every purchase wisely. So far in the collection, Rolex Submariner 5513 Maxi Dial Mark IV from 1983, mint condition, blue faded bezel. Next piece, Rolex GMT Master 16750 Pepsi from 1986, my birth year. Next piece, Panerai Luminar Marina 1950 PAM 422. Then we've got a Panerai Radiomir PAM 425, an Omega Speedmaster Man. We've got the From the Moon to Mars, and a Seiko Presage Cocktail SRPB 41J1. I like the vintage Rolex, but I actually love to wear the Panerais most. Yes, I know that you are not too convinced by Panerai, but I just love them. I gotta tell you, I actually did own a PAM 24 at one stage. And I kind of like PAMs. I get the whole PAM thing. I think there's some very good buys in the pre-owned PAM market. So good, Archie. What do you say on my thoughts? What is your advice? 1, keep the collection like it is and spend your money on something really useful. Or 2, sell the, please not the PAMs. Also, Germans have feelings. Or number 3, I consider buying, a Vacheron Constantin Histories American 1921, an AP Offshore Volcano, and a Rolex Daytona Zenith, or a Rolex Milgauss Sea Blue. Thank you, love Archie, lovely greetings from Germany. Thank you, Marcus. I do appreciate this. I gotta tell you, Marcus, you have some really nice. He's got some really nice. I love the photos you sent me. You have got some good photos. You took some really beautiful photos, and they look amazing. When you send me nice photos like this, it really does help me get a love for your collection. It really helps. It helps. It's the subtle things. It's like when you take your car to the car dealer to trade it in and you don't bother washing it. It's got mud and it's dirty inside. Even though they know the tricks of the trade, you always get less than if it was pristine. And these photos here, I see a lot of love. And I like that. I got to tell you, Marcus, I like enthusiasts who love their watches. I mean, I'm as mad as a cut snake. Okay, I'm as mad as a cut snake. But you can see the love I have for the watches. I have love. The love. I love my watches. And that's kind of good to have. The love. I have the love. Whereas somebody else just buys the flashy ones. That's not. I can see love in your photos here. So I got to tell you, well done. Okay, so let's have a talk here. So what is your question? So I like vintage, but I actually love to wear the Panerais. Okay. So far so good, Arch. What do you say on my thoughts? What is your advice? These are different opinions. Number one, keep the collection like it is and spend your money on something really useful. Now look, let's have a look at this. So what's he got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 watches. The Seiko doesn't really count, does it? The Presage doesn't. That's kind of affordable. I do like your vintage Rolex. Yes, they're gorgeous. I like your 2 vintage. They're beautiful. And even your Pam, they're kind of, okay, they may be modern Pams, but they're retro Pams. Okay, I get it. So 2 Rolex, 2 Pams. Okay. So let's have a look at this here firstly. So keep the collection like it is and spend your money. Okay, so what I would say is, man, I got to tell you, in all honesty, I'm just looking at the teleprompter as I'm making this video here. I really see that you love your watches. I really see you love your watches. You've got a beautiful collection. It's not the most expensive collection, it's not the greatest collection, but it's really funky and gorgeous. How could you not love this collection? Okay, I think you got some amazing pieces. So, your first idea is keep the collection like it is. Now, I would spend your money. I would say stop. I reckon what you need to do is keep the collection like it is and spend your money on something really useful. Watches are very useful. I would say, why don't you add more? I don't think it's a good idea to sell what you've got unless you're a real asshole. It's very hard to get top whack for your pieces, especially with Pam. And I can tell you this, when you sell vintage, the market is really awful. They will pick up every flaw and wind you into the bench. But when they're selling, they tell you how great it is. You know, it's very, I would not sell a damn thing you've got. I think you've got a beautiful collection. I can see you love them. I would add to it. What would I add? What would I add if I were you? Well, you don't need to add anything at the moment, but I would add I'd add a Reverso. I think a very classic, maybe a tribute, you know, the retro Reverso. I'd love to see you with a Zenith El Primero. You're funky enough to have a Zenith in there. Just make sure you get a retro sort of Zenith. I reckon a Breguet Type 20 would be perfect for you. And every German, let's be completely honest here, I'd like to see you get a Lange. Down the track, not tomorrow, not next week, down the track. So my advice is keep what you got and buy more. So that's to question 1. So question 2 is sell the, please not the Pams. Also, Germans have feelings. Now, I got to tell you, what would I sell here? I don't think I'd sell anything. The 2 vintage Rolexes, they're gorgeous. Berthier GMT, and you've got the 5.5. That's a beautiful vintage pair. Keep that. Then you've got the 2 Pams. I love them. Retro Pams. Keep those. And I even love the funky Omega Speedmaster from the Moon to Mars. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. I don't think I've ever had that one from Moon to Mars on the channel. So there you go. That's a cool watch there. I wouldn't sell a damn thing. You love your watches, man. I would not sell nothing. So to answer that, sell nothing. And number 3, I consider buying a Vacheron Constantin Histories American 1921. Great watch, expensive. I don't think a Histories 1921. No, I reckon the PAMs have that. No, I wouldn't buy that. AP Offshore Volcano. No, too tacky. No. I prefer what you've got. A Rolex Daytona Zenith. No. I'd rather keep what you got. I love your collection. No. A Milgauss Z Blue. Maybe you could add a modern Milgauss, but you don't need to sell anything to buy a Z Blue. Okay? So, I gotta tell you, what do I think I would do if I were you? I wouldn't sell a damn thing. I can see the love for your watches. Man, why would you sell anything if you love them? Just keep it. Honestly, man, keep it. And love them and enjoy them. So that's what I would do. Don't sell. You gotta. You love your watches, Marcus. I can see the love, man. Enjoy them, love them. But don't. Very rarely do people sell off things and do well. Okay, people who flip in and flip out. That's not. I don't think that's the happy. I actually love your PAMs. I love your vintage Rolex. I love everything that's funky. You're a cool sort of guy. Don't sell a thing. Add to it. I'd add a Reverso. I'd add a Breguet. I'd add a Zenith. That's what I do. Just add. Don't worry about adding a Vacheron or AP. That's. I reckon the stuff you've got is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So please don't sell anything. There we go, guys. That's a review for Marcus. Guys, like, subscribe, and tell your friends. Don't be afraid to put some comments down below. Guys, I need more paid reviews. Paid reviews is what keeps me on YouTube. Without the paid reviews, I'd sink. Please get a paid review and help me stay on the tubes. Okay, guys, I love you, and I will see you in the next one. Hi, guys. ArchieLuxury. And who do I recommend in America? In America, who do I recommend for quality pre-owned wristwatches? David SW. Go to davidsw.com. He is the best, the greatest pre-owned dealer in all of the United States of America. David SW. Hey guys, ArchieLuxury. Who do I recommend for watches in Brisbane and Sydney? Vintage Watch Co. That's correct. Vintage Watch Co. in Brisbane Arcade in Brisbane and the Strand Arcade in Sydney. Vintage Watch Co. Brisbane and Sydney. Ronnie, I've known him since the late 90s. Ronnie is a top bloke. Luke is a great guy. Vintage Watch Co. That is who I recommend in Australia. Check out Vintage Watch Co. and the guys' amazing range of watches. They also do service and repairs. Vintage Watch Co. That is where the Pontiff goes. You know, some of my Pateks came from Vintage Watch Co. That's right, guys. Vintage Watch Co.